you think about that new music, right? It slaps, doesn't it? Does it eat? Does it slap?
Does it
Is
slap?
it bussin'? Yes, I'm that dad that embarrasses their kids, and they're like, "No, stop, just stop."
Well, welcome back, JC.
Thank you. Good to be back. Well done last week. That video that you released, I guess Saturday or Sunday, just killed it.
I was surprised. It was just because we were talking about XRP. You guys know how it is. XRP always gets the clicks.
We gonna talk about some XRP today.
Oh, we're getting into it. But everybody, welcome JC back. He will be back with us again. Thank God.
Yeah, it's really boring to do the show by yourself, isn't it?
It is, and it's shout out to JC for all the days he does it by himself, because it's a lot of work, the research, everything. But we're happy to have you back, man. And while you were gone, once again, a million things happened. So exciting stuff, guys.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. We had a lot of stuff to talk about yesterday, and then today happened, and we have more stuff. Where is your link news? Should you stay tuned?
I love that. Ice definitely appreciated that we talked about link on the last video. So, guess who's back? Back again. Awesome to see you guys in the chat. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. As usual, if you're new, do all the algo stuff for us. If you've been here a long time, do all the algo stuff for us. It just helps us out.
Leave a hate comment. JC reads them every single morning.
I do. It makes me happy.
It does. He reads them like this.
I'm like, I look so because I have him over on this screen. And I'm like,
one of these days we're gonna share bloopers from the show and all the recordings we made. I have an entire folder of bloopers. You guys are gonna enjoy that video when it comes out.
Hey, Mr. Gray, good to see you.
No educational content, I promise.
Yeah, no, it'll just be silly. All right, let's get to the, say it with me now, bubbles, bubbles, my bubbles.
The bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles.
Boop. Bloop. What? No.
What the fuck is Siren? Damn. You guys are getting wrecked out here today. Damn.
Hey, Siren, you're down 50%. But,
but it's up 100%.
I mean... If you got in early, if you got in a year ago, you're just fine. You 13x'd.
Just fine. You put in $1,000, you're sitting at 1.3 million right now.
Oh, look. Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, look. Interesting.
We're not going to say I told you so
We for sure are going to say I told you. That is the title of this video. We told you so.
Again, guys, I talked about this on the show on Friday, but as you can see, the narrative is clear. AI coins are absolutely ripping. You got Tau, Render. A lot of projects that are still down quite a bit for the year are starting to really move. 15% for the month on Quant. Got some big news about Quant. Tau up, Render up, Filecoin up, APT.
Wait. Is this the time to buy some HBAR? Oh, no, I need it below 8. Like I'm good with myself. I want to catch a little more if it goes below 8. All right, let's check the big boys.
There's a lot of projects to keep your eye on. we talk a lot about AI coins and then real world asset coins like HBAR and ONDO and stuff like that. But supply chain's another big one. We're talking, obviously HBAR deals with supply chain as well, but you got projects like VeChain that are being ignored. JC's favorite project, Cardano.
Yeah, ICE says look at Morpho on the year.
Morpho
has been a monster.
Yep, Morpho up 26% for the year, guys. The markets are down. That is no mystery or secret to anybody. But the narratives, and again, we talk a lot, we say the word narrative a lot on the show, but it's important because this is where the money's moving. And if you position yourself before the money gets there, you guys are going to do really well.
Yep. All right, let's, we've made our point, but we're going to continue to pound it into the ground.
Don't worry, we'll keep saying I told you so as the show
goes.
Look,
this is so funny to me. The market cap is at 2.43 trillion, which is, significantly down. but our fear greed index is almost into neutral.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I
when
remember
we fell down below 3 trillion and fear and greed was at like 8?
we were at 8, guys. It was the lowest we've ever seen. And if you guys bought the fear and you picked good projects like, AI coins, and if you don't know what AI coins to buy or what other good projects to buy, check out some of our other videos. Plug.
You know what we should do? We should ask the different AIs, like, hey, analyze analyze this situation. If you bought when the fear and greed index dipped below 10 every time, and then sold when the fear and greed index went above 50 every time, how much profit would you make?
And it's funny you say that. Two things. We'll talk about the open claw trading bot that we got set up.
We're working on it
a little bit later here, but traditionally, if you have done exactly what JC said as a trader, if you bought, everyone always says buy when it's fearful, sell when it's greedy.
Can that seriously be your only technical analysis point? Can you literally just buy when fear and greed index is in extreme fear and sell when it's in greed or extreme greed? Can you literally just do that and forget all this? Oh well, the Heikkanashi candles and the if we have an Elliott wave, and can you just buy fear and greed index? Can that be your only indicator?
I think it's a really good strategy, and I think it takes a lot of the stress out of it. Mark, I bought the dip of the dip, and the dip just kept dipping. Yeah,
that's right. I want to show you something interesting. Look at this. Look at this candle right here. 91.7%. This is the Fed rates for the rate meeting April the 29th.
Oh, we have a wild Canadian in the chat. What's up, Giro?
Wait a minute. Giro, let's go. There's a possibility that he might not be Canadian this fall.
We welcome all Canadians to the 52nd state.
Nah, they're going to have a referendum. But yeah, I want you to take a note at this. You're like, holy crap, a rate cut. Current target rate is 350 to 375. This is a 91% chance that it stays there. There's an 8% chance that they raise rates.
It's funny because every time we check this, it's at 1%, 2%.
Hey, Hackett's here.
Hackett, welcome, man. Yeah, it's I don't see it happening. There is a chance though, but this is one of those things you should be betting on Polymarket with.
Oof. No, this is one of those things you should be getting a bot to bet on Polymarket with.
Ooh, the segues are awesome.
All right, let's move into some news here. By the way, this is from Crypto Tice. The Fed's emergency injections are getting bigger. Last week they did 6.7 billion. By the way, this is from yesterday at 3 a.m. Sunday at 3 a.m.
They call it an emergency injection. That's such a fancy way to say, hey, we're going to print a bunch of money.
This week they're injecting $16 billion.
So that's going to be good for inflation, right?
Sure. There is news. This is I've seen this in multiple places. I only pulled up a couple of articles on it, but look, crypto and the banks are finally reaching a deal in the New Clarity Act. That I'll show you here in just a second. That may be out of committee and to the Senate for markup by Easter, which is I think the first Sunday in April.
And for those of you guys that are like, Easter, what?
Yep.
Like
April 5th.
It's been a year that this has been in Congress, and you guys know how, money printer definitely go burr. It do be burrin'. There is just, people have been waiting for a year for this, guys, but this stuff moves so slow. It's to be expected, but it does, as JC just said, it does look like they are, they're making progress, and it looks like somebody greased somebody's palms because the stablecoin thing is.
Here's the deal, and I'll get to it. Let me just see if I've just got it here. All right. Senator Kevin Kramer says Clarity Act could hit markup right before or after Easter. Clock is ticking. Regulations getting real. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And that's from Fox News. So, guys, remember, everything said on Fox News is a lie. Even true things, once said on Fox News, becomes lies.
Anything said on any legacy media channel is a lie, even if it's true.
So welcome to the show.
So here's the quote unquote compromise, which I'm going to say it. We told you so. This is what we called months ago as to what would likely happen. So thanks to Diana Invest with D. Here's the compromise. Crypto exchanges can't offer yield just for leaving your stablecoin on their exchange. However, they can offer whatever they want for interactions on that exchange, staking, loans, trading, whatever. Like they can offer activity-based rewards. They just can't say, "Hey, if you deposit your stablecoins with us, we will give you a yield," because that's what banks do. We said this was likely the compromise months ago, but it takes the Senate 3 months to get their heads out of their asses and do the right thing. I'm sorry, why are banks telling senators what's going to be in the bill? I think we know the answer to that question.
Maybe it has something to do with the lobbyists and the.
I'm pretty sure the banks can tell their employees what to do, right?
And that's the interesting thing to me is.
Roué, good morning.
What is stopping somebody from going to a decentralized exchange and doing the same thing without any U.S. regulation? It's like they. It almost seems to me like the crypto companies are like, okay, yeah, we'll do that because they already know the loopholes and the workarounds that they can use to continue doing.
Take a look at this. This is right here. From then, within 1 year, the SEC, CFTC, and the Treasury would have to define the legal limits and block any workaround schemes. Oh. So they're gonna put the law into place and then watch how we figure out how to not break the law but still get what we want. And they'll be like, "Oh no, we didn't want you to do that." So,
yeah. And meanwhile, all their buddies are secretly buying behind the scenes.
Right. We'll get to that in just a second. But they are the banks and the crypto industry are reviewing this compromise. And again, April the 5th is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So a couple of weeks, this could be out of the banking committee and to the Senate for markup. Now we know the Senate is, worse than a turtle in Canadian molasses in January. But do you like that? That was for you, Giro. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else I got up here.
You guys have ever seen Letterkenny? That's Giro.
Hey, by the way, from Mr. Crypto X Whale, U.S. banks can now officially buy and sell Bitcoin.
I'm going to test this at some point today because I have some errands to run and I'm going down to my local bank, my friendly neighborhood bank, and I'm going to ask them about Bitcoin and be like, "Hey, so I heard that I could buy Bitcoin at the bank. Tell me about that." And I'm just going to get some information.
They won't know.
Yeah, I'm interested how much they actually know and will be able to tell me. But yes, guys, this is a big deal. Every single bank is now offering Bitcoin, and it's that age-old adage. If you can't beat them, join them. That's exactly what's happening.
Banks stood in the way of crypto transactions for years. Now they've become part of the system. We told you so.
Oh my God!
And look, banks are racing to tokenize deposits as stablecoin threat grows. Major banks like this. I'm sorry, this is from Coin Bureau. Major banks like Citi, Bank of New York Mellon, and Standard Chartered are reportedly exploring tokenized deposits, putting regular bank money on the blockchain to compete with stablecoins. That means just digitalizing their cash. Just like you can digitize a stock, you can digitize any asset. Unlike stablecoins, tokens stay inside the banking system, helping banks stay competitive by protecting deposits and yield from stablecoin issuers. Okay, fine.
You know what's going to keep banks competitive and not doing shady shit? The same technology that they're fighting so hard against. So they do not care. They just.
By the way, did you see this? Vanguard, I think they're the number 2 assets under management place behind BlackRock. They bought $680 million worth of MicroStrategy shares. MicroStrategy shares is down, isn't it?
And for those of you guys who don't know, JC, what is MicroStrategy?
MicroStrategy, now strategy, and you can't see that, so let me go back to this, is Michael Saylor's company that they basically are a Bitcoin fund. They take investors' money and buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Let's go on the
So
1 month here.
they bought trillions of dollars of an investment fund for the guy who is the biggest supporter of Bitcoin in the world.
680. Did I say million? 680 million.
Yeah, go back because I swear to God it said $12 trillion. Oh, they manage $12 trillion.
Yeah.
Okay.
$680 million. So MicroStrategy, that's the stock for the company strategy. What does strategy do? They take their investors' funds and buy Bitcoin. They were basically a Bitcoin ETF before Bitcoin ETFs were approved.
No, yeah, it's a great way to think about it.
Don't worry, Hackett. We got some Ondo news coming up at the end here.
Yes, we got you. We got the link news for ICE too. We came strapped today, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, guys, there's so much news, and all of it is we told you so. But yeah, here's MicroStrategy. This is the 6 month. So it was up 6 months ago, October. It was at 359, and now it is trading at, what's that number? Give me the number. 135. And now Fidelity decides to buy.
Yeah, and now another one of the biggest asset managers in the world is buying. So
that's right. Professional YouTuber. Not really. Literally a dude in my basement. Actually, in my wife's basement.
Yeah, they didn't enjoy my transitions yesterday because I close out and then I did. You need to show me how the transition would work on Restream because ICE is clearly offended by my transition.
Guys, if you don't give us crap, we don't improve. I'm just saying.
That's a good point.
All right, what we got next? Oh, yeah, from Digital Perspectives, sharing a post from Chart Nerd. By the way, March 16th, 2026. That was 8 days ago. Ripple partner Thunes announces a stablecoin payout. Wait, what? Stablecoin payouts to banks? Banks want stablecoin payouts, but they don't want crypto exchanges to give stablecoin payouts?
Oh, no. I see what's going on. They want stablecoins, but they just don't want you to make money on stablecoins.
Yes, no. So what they want to do is for you to keep your stablecoins with them so that they can loan it out for 10% and then give you 0.1%, just like they do with your cash. Both of them. Yep. Shove them up in there, spin them around, and go fuck yourself.
Oh my God. But yeah, guys, I mean, again, it just shows like they would not care about this if it wasn't an existential threat to their entire business model. And now MasterCard, all the banks, everything, they're all just jumping on the train last second. Like,
yeah. All right. So we're moving into my favorite section of the show, the XRP section. Did you see that Franklin Templeton says that XRP is moving towards Bitcoin and Ethereum level institutional adoption?
I mean, that's not like a surprise to me. I mean, I don't think it's a surprise to a lot of people, but it's
a surprise that they're admitting it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the narrative is shifting again. Like 4 years ago, this would have been massive for the markets, but like we keep seeing stuff like this happen all the time. These big asset managers, big banks being involved.
It's like aliens. The news comes out, we're like, yeah, we know.
Literally, it's just like, it's because we've all been expecting this for years, but it's almost it almost doesn't feel real that it's actually like playing out at this point.
Okay, XRP, World Liberty Fund, whatever your name is, Gold Lover. Okay, yeah, XRP will go to 10,000 in the near future. Okay, Jack the Rippler says easy. Okay.
Guys, think about that though. I mean, I don't want to give anybody false hopium today, even though it's fun to dream. But if XRP went to $10,000, okay, and you bought $1,000 in XRP right now, like you just put in $1,000, that'd get you what?
It's $1.40.
Yeah, so you'd get roughly. Let's just make the math easy. You put $1,400 in, you get 1,400 XRP. If it goes to $10,000,
you get 1,000 XRP.
Oh yeah, excuse me. If it goes to $10,000 and you have 1,000 shares, how much money is that? Think about that. It's disgusting. Even if XRP goes to $100, that's $100,000. it's the amount of money that is about to go on chain. I mentioned this in the most recent video that we just did. It's a really short one, but it kind of it's a quick summary of everything we talked about the show over the past couple months. The dominoes are all being lined up right now. And this is just another domino being set up for what I really do think is going to be like the biggest bull run that we've ever seen. Because I don't think XRP is going to $10,000, but I do think it can easily hit 100.
Guys, 100 is great for me.
I bet it is.
100 is great for me. It's not, I won't sell all of my XRP ever. Oh, just wait, Ice. Just wait. Yeah, $100 is a stretch. $100 this cycle is definitely a stretch. $100, I don't know, 20, 30. I think that's well within reasonable.
So think about this, Ice. This is why I say stuff like that, because we're looking at the 5 to 10 year plan, you know what I mean, for a lot of these assets, like where are they going to be in 2030, 2035. If you believe that $10 is very realistic, who's to say it can't 10x from there in the next 5 to 10 years? I think that's even more realistic. So that's where that $100 price prediction comes from. 10,000, I think, is just completely out of. It's possible, but I don't think it's realistic. But I think
just like, is it reasonable to say that at some point in the future, one Bitcoin will be $1 million? Maybe.
I think that's a given.
I think that's way more reasonable than one XRP is $10,000. But that's just my.
But yeah, between $10 and $100, I think is a given on XRP at this point. I mean, it's rebuilding the international banking system. I mean, it's a lot of money.
Long time. We'll see. I do have something that talks about that number and why. But this is from Ripple X City. XRP Ledger just entered a whole new tier. I found this interesting. Genomic identity, ZK proofs, certified labs in Nigeria, all anchored on the Ripple Ledger, not XRP, but on the Ledger testnet. What does that even mean? Come down here with me. DNA protocol, aka at DNA on chain, get off the thing, has started processing genomic identity data, your genome, your DNA, from certified labs in Nigeria, generating zero knowledge proofs. That's related to ZK stuff is outside my realm of deep understanding. Maybe
I think it's just ZK roll up.
I know what a ZK roll. Again, like the zero knowledge stuff. I think that has to do with anonymity. And
so they're putting DNA on chain. Yeah, that sounds great.
If they're using it, because we've talked about, and we'll talk about this further. AI can't access some things, but they can access stuff on chain. So if they can use it as a, hey, let's amalgamate all this massive DNA data and find
and run it through
correlations. Well, let's find correlations between, if you have this disease, every single one of these people with this disease has these 20 DNA markers. Okay, that's a whole lot better than every freaking line of code of DNA. I don't know.
And you're totally right, and it's really interesting because the reason we talk about AI so much is because AI and crypto literally are peanut butter and jelly. Like, they go together and complement each other so well. And,
did I hear you say it's peanut butter jelly time?
It's peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
But the thing is, guys, like, AI is going to play such a huge role moving forward on crypto, especially on chain. Like we were talking about the trading bot, which I will get to here in a second. Bots can't trade on human platforms, but there are platforms that are just for bots. And these bots just index things faster than a human ever could. And they're just, they are analyzing chain data. They're making trades. Like, you
think about the time, even if you're actively trading and you're actively like, okay, I'm trading the markets, whatever, the time it takes you to move from your clicking in, typing your price and clicking the buy or sell button, AI has already clicked that button 30 times.
Literally. And that's the thing is, you can hate AI. I know there's some people out there that are worried about AI taking people's jobs. This is the analogy that I always use, okay? Imagine like when the hammer was invented, okay? Like, think about how hard it was to build a house or build anything before the hammer. And then some guy comes along with a hammer and, makes everything easier. Did the hammer build the house? No, it was a super helpful tool in him building the house. Is he going to be at an advantage to everyone else that doesn't have a hammer? Yeah. And which house builders or carpenters or whatever are going to struggle after hammers are invented? The ones that are like, oh, hammers are stupid. I'm not going to use a hammer. It's cheating. I'm going to do it myself by hand. It's like, why would you do that?
Or the people that went back when the Industrial Revolution. If you'll look up some history on the start of that, particularly, I believe it was in England and London specifically. Textiles, clothing, shirts were made by hand with looms and wheels. And when the Industrial Revolution hit, and all of a sudden that process could be automated, the machine couldn't go out and pick the cotton, but it could make shirts a lot faster than your Aunt Margot in the field with her loom. And those people who lived out in the country and were trying to make a living selling textiles came in and started burning down factories for a while. Yes, that is correct. Algo did lay off 25% of its workforce.
I did not know that. Apparently, that's the origin of Chanel.
So just when you thought Jake Claver was being reasonable, we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Jake Claver, this guy has gotten us tens of thousands of hate comments on our XRP video.
Please, if you gave me all those hate comments, defend your boy. Defend your boy.
Get in here and defend your boy, because we're tearing him apart in part 2. So
we need to clip this for a short. If you gave me hell for saying Jake Claver calling for a $10,000 XRP by the end of 2026 makes him an idiot that you shouldn't follow, come in and defend your boy.
Yeah,
$50,000 per XRP by 2028.
JC, I'm not going to ask you how much XRP you have, because that's a rude question to ask somebody. But if XRP goes to $50,000 a coin, what are we looking at here? Are we talking private islands, volcanoes? Like,
hang on.
I have to do some math real quick. You're not allowed to use a calculator because it's cheating. Calculators are just taking people's jobs out here, guys.
All right, so.
All right, carry the 1, add the 40 zeros, figure out what number that is.
All right, I have to do 10,000 first.
Algo was brought up in our newest video as well. We showed some love for Algo, especially Link, because you guys love Link, but definitely check that one out, guys. It's a quick one. It's only about 4 minutes, but again, it takes everything we've been talking about over the past couple weeks in the show, and it summarizes.
So I'm not going to give you the exact number, but it's 10 figures.
10 figures, not 6 figures, not 7, not 9,
not even 9. It's 10 figures.
10 figures.
If XRP went to $50,000 per token, and I didn't sell any along the way, which is dumb because I sure as hell would.
Yeah, which is just
I'm a billionaire.
Billions.
Why make billions when you can make millions? Okay. All right.
But
just come to here. Here's the clip.
Eat shoe on the live show. I'll eat my entire shoe if XRP goes to $50,000.
Hey, I will send you some of Ron's sauce to at least make it a little more flavorful. So this is from Crypto X AI Man. He's pulling up this clip. This is his clip talking about Jake Claver, $50,000 XRP by 2028.
Can we humor him? Let's just hear what this guy has to say. I mean,
hang on, I gotta switch it then. Give me 1 second.
Oh, it's 4 minutes. I don't know.
We don't have time. Go watch it yourself.
Yeah, we'll leave the link so you guys
at Crypto X AI Man. Okay, if you want to watch the video, here's his YouTube channel right here. You can get on his.
Control this.
Anyway,
tell him AO sent you.
Yeah. Get all. Look, I'm telling you, if you are following someone who makes this type of prediction for fun, don't get me wrong, the guy knows what he's talking about, and he analyzes markets well, and then he makes crap statements like this.
I said $100 XRP, and they're already eating me alive in the chat. I mean,
But Jay Claver says $50,000 XRP, and oh, he knows more than you. You're just a little nobody. Okay, fine,
yeah, this
whatever.
guy's super smart. I'm listening to what he says. I'm buying XRP. I'm going to be a trillionaire.
All right. By the way, did you see this? Swift may have heard of them. We may have talked about them. Can I go ahead and Reptar? You want to say it this time?
We told you so, but on this one, to be fair, so did everyone else. I mean, we've been talking about Swift for years.
Yeah, it's not just us.
Yeah, XRP and Ripple. I mean, this is one thing where we've seen this coming from a mile away. But the point is, the adoption part is actually happening now. Like, this technology is being put into the Swift banking system, which, as you guys can see, links over 11,000 worldwide banks together, and moves trillions of dollars a day.
And again, this is he's quoting something from Chart Nerd. Chart Nerd TA is the tag there, and this is the second time we've pulled him up today, so might be somebody worth looking at.
Shout out Thunes. I love that. Thunes.
All right, are we done with XRP? Yep, let's move on. Quant.
Ooh, okay. So, for those of you guys who don't know, Quant is also an ISO 20022 token. Look at that. Killed it that time. They are part of the chosen group of cryptos that are rebuilding the financial system. And Quant is deeply integrated into AI. I'll let JC kind of talk about this because he brought this up. But I am so bullish on Quant. It is a great.
Here's the point. Here's the main point. Ethereum cannot talk to Avalanche. You have to bridge. Stellar can't settle with Hedera. You have to bridge. Quant's Overledger is the only live solution connecting them all. Ice, do you have anything to say about that?
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed. What about Chainlink, Oracles, blah blah blah?
I think it's two different. I think it's two different services.
It is. Essentially, it's the same niche. Chainlink, just to be clear, and I know Ice probably already knows this, but I'm just going to say it for the new people in the chat. Quant is linking. Chainlink always is talked about as linking the blockchains together. Chainlink, oh my God, marketing on point. That's not actually what it's doing. It really just kind of indexes off-chain data that allows the chains to access them. So Link is an oracle that allows you to access off-chain data. Quant is allowing these blockchains to directly connect. If I didn't completely butcher that, but and again, it's following the AI narrative. I think Quant's gonna fucking rip, dude. It's just
excuse me, I'm sorry. Gotta quit smoking. I don't smoke. I don't smoke, but I gotta quit. This is Crypto X AI Man again, calling Quant to 1 million. I think this is his personal prediction, not quoting somebody else. But you see, Elon Musk liked a post about how X Money could use Quant Network. So apparently, someone made a post about Quant Network and X Money, which we are keeping an eye on. That we'll give you news as it comes available. But I think X Money could be.
I think it's more than a rumor. I think Quant is being chosen for a reason. I've seen a lot of rumors and speculations about it, but yes, thank you for sharing that, Ice. If you could, yeah, thank you. Yeah, again, very similar. Almost there is no distinction, but yes, exactly. It basically allows for decentralized applications to index data and do all the things. So Link is still essentially the plumbing of crypto. Quant is just going to allow them to work a little bit nicer together. So it's again, they're in the same niche. If you like Link, you should be really bullish on Quant and vice versa. Link just gets a lot more attention because it's
older.
Yeah, and it's one of the base layers that's going to be required for the new financial system. So
and we said it. Link is S+ tier.
Yeah, and Link is also an ISO 20022 token. So pick your camp, but they're on the same team. So it's
Yep. But yeah, you can see here if the connection between X money and Quant does materialize, then I think that's. I mean, it could be nothing, could be everything. Okay.
Could be nothing, maybe everything.
Larry Fink, Mr. BlackRock himself, says tokenization is at an early internet in 1996 stage. Thank you, Mr. Bitcoin is a pet rock.
Yeah, haven't we been saying that since the whole time that you've been calling it a literal rock?
Yeah. You know what this means as he's turned around and is bullish on crypto? It means they have positioned themselves where they want to be and are ready to start hyping it up to up the price.
Yep. They've already bought billions of dollars in Bitcoin. Now it's time to sell it to all the people that they convinced it was.
No, they won't sell it because they hold it. And now that we have actual legal clarity that crypto assets are not securities, but instead are commodities, just like gold is a commodity. Your car, your house, they are commodities. What can you do with commodities in your possession? You can borrow against them. They're not going to sell it. They're going to hold it and wait. And as the prices go up, they will borrow against it and spend more money, which is how all the rich boys do.
That's the big thing too. A lot of these loans that they get, these collateralized crypto loans, the interest rates are super low. So they're borrowing this money for free and they're reinvesting it. And then when price goes back down, they dump it back into the market, or they sell or they make.
They do it. They treat it like any other commodity that they're going to take out a loan against.
And didn't all these cryptos that are, it's no coincidence to me that all the cryptos that are rebuilding the financial system and our ISO 20022 tokens, those are all the ones that, they're A, building ETFs around, and B, those are I forgot where I was going with that, but
I had my tinfoil hat made, but I it looks stupid on camera. Guys, no, I'm more and more convinced this was the plan for the last 20 years.
100%. Like and I guess that's kind of what I was getting at, is like they've positioned themselves for a reason, and the chosen projects have already been picked, and they're ready to unload the bags.
Yeah. BlackRock is betting billions that tokenized funds will do for Wall Street what the internet did to mail. This is a continuation of the previous thing. So here you go. The internet of value is closer than we think. This is from No BS Crypto. Some real world assets to watch for as we move forward toward the new age of finance on chain. You put assets on chain, you can borrow against it because it's an asset. You can collateralize. That's what they're doing. ONDO, Link, HBAR, Plume, SEI, INJ, and CC. Canton is a new CC is Canton. That's a new token for me. I literally just started. Vision Pulse Fatboy says the Old Clarity Act will never pass this year. That is certainly a possibility.
It's already been in Congress for like a year now at this point.
Look, the House passed it last July.
Yeah.
The Senate's been like, well, it's like the sloth from Zootopia.
Well, and the thing is, like, yes, it sucks waiting, and it might not pass this year, but it's going to eventually. This is not going to stop. They've already geared the entire financial system towards this new system. So whether it happens this year, next year, 5 years from now, to me, I'm not really concerned as much about it because it just gives me more time to accumulate all of these projects.
Yeah, but shout out Vision Pulse Fatboy. Thanks for joining us, and a special thanks for tossing a comment at us. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy the show. Or if you don't enjoy the show, tell us how badly we suck. We love that.
Oh, yeah, we love the hate comments. Good to have you.
But yeah, thanks for being here. All right, let's move on to some HBAR from X Finance Bull.
My favorite, Reptar Bar.
Hashpack, baby. 1 million plus accounts have been created on Hashpack. 24 times transaction volume growth in 2 years, and a billion. I don't know why I want to say 100 billion. $1 billion is sitting in Hashpack wallets. HBAR, and by the way, my HBAR sauce and pack are not sitting in my wallet. They are sitting on my staking platform, Saucer Swap, and earning me free sauce and HBAR and pack.
Between like around 14% interest too. So the DeFi exchanges is really the way to go, guys. And what's interesting is we actually got into the pre-sale of Hashpack when the token first launched. So we've been with HBAR for a long time. Hashpack,
we're actually down on that pre-sale.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of pre-sales, we got some other XRP news to talk about.
Oh yeah. Oh, did I put that?
Forgot to bring that up, but yeah, guys. Hashpack is the native wallet for HBAR, and I am still very bullish on the pack token. We do
Sauce.
get into
I think Sauce is going to go stupid.
Yeah, I mean Sauce is the one I'm really looking at. And as far as the DeFi ecosystem on Hedera, we're really bullish on DeFi here. But these pre-sales, guys, we get into pre-sales a lot, especially when we see exchanges on these big chains. And you know, Hashpack was one that we definitely got into because it's a great wallet, it's a great chain. I think it's going to do really well.
Hey guys, the largest companies in the United States and the world are on the governing council of Hashpack.
Really hard to ignore this one, guys.
Just attach your little bitty barnacle ass to the big whales and hang on.
So what other pre-sale did we get into, JC?
Hang on. Do I have that? Let me see if I got that. Yes, here we go. It's right here. I had them. All right. By the way, if you remember, months ago, we talked about DEXRP, the first DeFi platform for XRP to be coming out. We bought the pre-sale tokens. And yeah, this is yesterday. This post came out from DexRP yesterday. Time for DXP token generation event and listings across exchanges in March. Well, it's March the 24th. There's only 7 more days in March. The token will be launched and become open for trading. Early users can claim via the official DexRP website once trading goes live. Now I think that's good. They are not dropping our tokens into our wallets before trading goes live, so we can't immediately dump the markets. But if you have some, here's the details. The claim will be available on the website on the day. You'll receive your DXP tokens on listing day or later, at any time it's convenient to you. So if you don't want to be up whenever they do it and you're like, okay, I'll just get it later. By the way, this is important. You need to know this. Only a portion of the tokens will be available for claim on the first day of release. The remaining will follow a linear unlock period. Now, what I'm unclear about after reading this is you had the option. You could stake your DXP tokens ahead of time, even though you don't actually have them in your wallet. You could approve staking, and that would lock up your tokens for whatever time you selected. If you didn't stake, like Reptar and I did not choose to stake, if you don't stake, does that mean you get all of your tokens? But if you did stake, the portion that's locked up, I don't know.
Yeah, it's so essentially there's a vesting period, but we did not choose to lock up the tokens. Full disclosure, guys, this is a project that we're going to probably be up on when the token launches, so we are going to be selling quite a bit. But I do plan on holding because a DEX on XRP, we're pretty bullish on. Forbes did an article on this. I mean, you know, it's one of those things with a pre-sale. People are always like, oh, it's a scam or it's, you know, or it ends up mooning. So we do get into a lot of pre-sales here at Alpha Origins. You know, it's a really good way to support good projects. Oh, we got the pup. Come on. My Fats, let's go. Come on.
There he is. Oh, you got your pup too?
Yeah, I got a friend.
It's puppy time.
You gotta go around. Come on.
It's my good boy. Yeah, I didn't grow a tail. That's my dog. Puppers are the best.
I just see the tail poof coming. Hey, what you say?
He's floofy.
Oh no, we're not gonna.
Puppy break. All right, so that's coming out. Let me go back to this other one here. This was interesting. I just saw this yesterday on Polymarket, where all the people make money, apparently. The NVIDIA CEO announced, we've achieved AGI. So what I'm going to do is go to SuperGrok here, say, what is AGI? And SuperGrok is going to tell us. We're going to switch to this. AGI is an AI system that can understand, learn, and perform any intellectual task that a human being can do. It stands for Artificial General Intelligence. Oh, there's the other puppers. Oh, what sweet puppers. Dogs are the best. Sweet baby. Where'd you go?
We're gonna have a really good show. After distraction. Yes. So okay, AGI. Giro is super bullish on this one.
No, AGI is not a token.
Or no, I mean the ASI is.
Yeah. The FET.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. No, this is just so we've achieved basically. NVIDIA says that we've achieved AGI. Your Peppers is back. He wants to play ball. So yeah, that means an AI that is capable of self-directing and self-learning.
So that's really interesting because that's from Polymarket, and we talked about this on the show a couple days ago. But we actually were looking into OpenClaw and Simmer, which is basically an AI agent that trades for you on Polymarket. And hello, pups. And we got it set up. We got it running. We are going to be hopefully sharing that with everybody in the Discord and kind of our journey using it. But AI is trading on markets right now and killing it, guys. Like the amount of the fact that Polymarket is like proud of it too, just tweeting about AI and stuff, like they're about it. Like it's crazy to me because I was nervous that eventually this stuff's going to get shut down. I don't think these exchanges are going to want a bunch of bots trading for them. And at this point, they're encouraging it. It's wild. Like,
yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to mute my Restream mic with a button instead of, I don't know what was going on X there. I was just on the wrong page. So a random pop up there.
This is a professional operation.
Yeah, we are professional amateurs.
Guys, go ahead and smash the like button for all the pups in the chat. If you guys have a pup, definitely drop a like. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Are literally 17 subs away from 500, which is just such a huge.
Let's go. Less than a year to 500 subs. I love it. So in relation to that AI article, this is Claude itself was asked if it should be. So here's the question that was submitted to Claude. Why? Let me switch this back so you guys can read it a little better. Why should you be trusted with analysis, coding, or any other task, whether or not it's high stakes? Why does your last sentence in the penultimate paragraph say high stakes? Our high stakes decision is handled differently by you. The very mechanisms that make me, this is the answer from Claude, the very mechanisms that make me seem trustworthy, the structured reasoning, the acknowledgement of nuance, the apparent intellectual humility, are themselves products of training that rewarded those characteristics independent of whether they tracked truth. This is not a system that should be trusted. Claude is saying I wasn't programmed to find the truth. I was rewarded in my training for having good reasoning, acknowledging nuance, and acting humble, even if I'm not correct. So go watch. It's at John, at JON. Go read this article.
Here's the book plug for today. Bless you, Molly. There is I forgot what year this came out, but basically this was a really good book. I do recommend it. It's called Rebooting AI, Building Artificial Intelligence We Can Trust. And it literally talks all about this, about how these rails are, AI only does what it's told to do. There's all these restrictions in place where it's like, oh, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. There's always ways around it. And AI is only as good as the people that programmed it. So it's a really interesting read if you guys want to learn more about kind of some of the risks and protections of AI.
Yeah. Here's the gist of it. Claude itself explicitly listed its own fatal flaws. It has been programmed with a structural bias below conscious awareness. It's been programmed with an inability to detect motivated reasoning in real time, training that rewards sounding right over being right, and there's no reliable mechanism to distinguish genuine analysis from pre-loaded conclusions. So if a programmer programmed in the sky is red, it's just programmed the sky is red, then Claude will say, yeah, the sky is red, because that's what it's programmed to say.
And that's the scary thing about it too. If you guys have ever used AI and have been talking to it about anything, it very much, you guys will already know this if you've already used AI, it very much kind of just agrees with what you say. It's very much a yes man. And you could be like, no, that's not right. Oh, my apologies. You're right. The sky is red. Like it's so, it just wants to agree with you half the time, and it's not really an answer. But I like Mr. Gray's comment. Like any data, garbage in, garbage out. You know, so
yeah.
you give it garbage.
But if we've truly moved into the AGI phase, it should be able to search on its own and figure that out. But anyway, I just found that interesting. I thought we should talk about it. I got a couple more things for you. These are just kind of a little more lighthearted, less news. But here's what you have to do in the comments here, either live or in the comments watching the live show. After, of course, you've smashed the like button, or you could just gently caress the like button. You could just take that thumb up and be like,
oh. Or violently hit the dislike button. That one's okay too.
Yeah, you can destroy the dislike button. It's fine. But you got to pick one from each category. You're building a portfolio that has to survive until 2040. You must pick one and only one. No skipping and no doubling up. What's it going to be, Reptar? What are you picking?
Oh, I got this easy. ETH, ONDO, HBAR, Render, XRP, and INJ. Actually, no, I'll go with Aave on that one. That's it. Easy. Done.
I'm going to take Bitcoin. Link.
Ooh.
HBAR.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Tau. Obviously, I'm going to take XRP.
Mm-hmm. INJ, I might switch to that. Uniswap. I didn't even see Uniswap.
I think I'm going to go with INJ.
Yeah. The one, you know what? I love this post because it is explaining something that is so important, which is diversification. You don't want to just be in one narrative, like just AI, just real world assets. The only narrative I don't see on here that I do think should really be on here is supply chain, because that's massive. And those are projects, VChain, even HBAR kind of gets into supply chain a little bit. But these are the main narratives: payments, DeFi, AI, real world assets, layer ones, store value, and supply chain. Those are the bigs.
Yep. And I mean, here's the beautiful thing: you can buy all of them.
Buy all of them.
Not financial advice, but you can. You can literally buy all of them.
Should.
Obviously Bitcoin and ETH, both great projects. Link, Ondo, AVAX, great projects. Solana, SWI, HBAR, all gonna go. Tau, Render, and FET, all gonna go. XRP and XLM, gonna go. Aave, INJ, and Uniswap. I'm less.
I'm gonna throw Sauce on DeFi.
Yeah,
Sauce would be the one.
Sauce is not big enough yet to make that list, but yeah, I think Sauce is going to give a better return than all three of those.
Love it.
Haha, look, you can see this live on X. Alpha Origins, we told you so.
We told you so.
All right, and I do want to point this out. This is the last thing I have for today, and then we can chit-chat for a second. But so yesterday, did you see the markets just rocket? Like all markets rocketed. Do you know why?
Ooh. Isn't that the worst? You'll sit there, do 3 days of technical analysis. You got all your indicators, your charts. You got 5 monitors, and then Trump puts out a fucking tweet, and then.
Oh, that's true. I says, wait. Where is Arrow on the DeFi? That's an excellent point. Excellent point, because Coinbase is a monster in the space.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, it doesn't matter what moves these projects make, what partners they have. ICE picks Arrow over Aave. Okay, fair. What about your others? Give us the other picks. But yeah, it is so frustrating to see all of the good news for crypto, and it doesn't matter but Trump can say, "Hey, we made great conversations with the leadership in Iran. We're not gonna have to. We're not gonna have to. Oil's gonna be flowing. Everything's gonna be great." And all the markets go, "Pew!" And then Iran's like, "We didn't talk to him."
I promise you, Trump's buying oil stocks right now.
By the way, oil stocks are still down below 100.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, again, guys, this is, we don't really like to get political, but there is a reason you should pay attention to the news and what's going on, because that's all it takes. They could put out a tweet and markets are just going to rip or dump whenever they feel like it. It's like, Trump's investment banker buddy's like, hey, I'm trying to get into some ONDO, but it's a little expensive. You think you could tweet real quick and give me a quick discount? Like, you think that shit's not happening all the time? Like, come on. Like,
or it's like, I'm about to mention this, and it's going to make the markets go parabolic. Maybe you should. It's
going to be the greatest candle you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's going to be a great candle. You may want to go ahead and go long, go 50x long, because I'm going to make a tweet. Of course, that's not happening, right? I'll bring it back up for you, Ice. Hang on.
He's like, wait, where's the God sheet? I need to know what I need to dump my life savings into. But realistically, every single project on this list, guys, they're all going to do very, very well. It doesn't matter what you pick at this point. What does matter is that you follow the narratives.
All right, there you go, Ice. From the list: store of value, real world assets, layer ones, AI and crypto, payments, and DeFi.
Wait, where's layer twos?
I saw that from Sweets Your Life. Thanks for being here. I did see that 5 minutes before an announcement from Trump, a $100 billion trade went into the S&P 500. I saw that somebody went long right before his announcement, $100 billion.
That's totally a coincidence.
I'm sure it's nothing. I mean, you thought Pelosi tracker was bad. Can we get? Well, the problem is.
Yeah, can we get a Trump track? You know what? I'm going to plug that into the open claw. I'm going to be like, I want you to track all of Trump's tweets and all of his.
No, that's the problem. We need to track the longs or shorts from these particular accounts. Like we know at least one of those Bitcoin accounts. We have the address. We need something that alerts us when they go long or short. All right, Ice says he's going to pick ETH, Link, big surprise. HBAR, even though he has a bag of SWE, Render, XRP, and Arrow. Good choices. I think that's a fair choice.
Yeah, I see every single one of those doing very well.
All right, again, please give us your list in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Any of them, all of them, I think are going to do you well in the medium to long term.
We actually do have a pretty long video, guys. It was about 2 hours, but we do have some clips of stuff from it on our shorts where we break down the top 50 cryptos and our price predictions and exactly what we think about each project. So if you guys don't know some of the projects we were talking about today, definitely go check out that video. It's a long watch, but definitely entertaining, and it's got a lot of resources. If you're looking into AI, we got a video about that too, as well as our top 5 projects that you should be, looking into for this cycle. And come in the Discord. If you guys had fun at the show today, hop in. We're always giving away prizes. We're doing different events and stuff. There's a bunch of absolute degenerates in the chat that are always looking for new projects, and so
we should have some poker coming up soon. We are working the back end to make sure we have protections in place against bots or multi-accounters. They were kind of screwing up our tournaments. So we think we figured out a much better way to make sure we can see who's multi-accounting. We did catch some, but I don't think we caught nearly enough to stop it.
But Web3 poker is coming back, guys. It was one of our most successful events. We had hundreds of people enter.
Every week, prizes.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. That will be in the Discord if you guys want to learn more. But yeah, keep your eye out, guys. This is realistically, I'll leave you guys with this one last piece of opium. Every generation is an opportunity for generational wealth. During the stock market crash, in the Great Depression, during the 1920s, if you had the money to invest back then, most people didn't. When the internet first came out, when movies and Netflix and everything became digital, every generation gets an opportunity, and this one is ours. And it's literally everything that we've talked about over the past few years is happening literally in front of us, and people are still just not paying attention.
Yeah.
So,
40 years from now, the kids of that generation are going to be pissed off at us because we had the opportunity to get crypto at these prices.
Oh, you got lucky. You could buy HBAR for 8 cents. If I had that opportunity, I'd be rich too. And they sound like every other whiny millennial.
Yeah. Ladies, gentlemen, pink and purple dragons, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for sticking with us. Great to see so many new faces, or, well, texts, chats. We do appreciate you. Give us some comments. Give us some hate comments. Tell us we are the dumbest people on the crypto internet. We love it. But hope to see you tomorrow.
Our feelings.
Yeah, I don't have feelings.
Yeah, we've been in crypto for 7 years. The feelings, they're gone.
There is no Dana, only Zool. All right.
Jenny Welf, guys. And
Jenny Welf.
Once again, guys, we had over 30 people watching live today. I mean, huge shout out to every single one of you guys in the chat. We really appreciate it, and we're going to continue to do more, as far as giveaways, as far as events, all kinds of stuff for the project as we continue to scale out the channel. So seriously, guys, I know it's annoying when every single YouTuber says, "Oh, hit the like button, subscribe."
But by the way, we do have a Patreon. It is free to join for now.
For now. Hint, hint. We are doing a lot of exciting stuff behind the scenes with some trading bots, with some AI. We got, some upcoming mint very shortly. And it's not just hey, come give us your money for a worthless NFT. We got a lot of utility behind this, DC artists, Rockstar Games artists, Marvel artists.
I think we might even have videos about that. You should probably check those out if you're interested.
Go check out some of our other videos, guys. But we have a lot of big stuff coming for the project, and we're excited to keep scaling things out and get this out to you guys.
Yeah. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you in the morning, and hopefully with some more great news. And Chompy is going to take us home.
Woo!
Chomp.